Greetings, hello, welcome back to more Long War. We're still trying here to keep New Brazil alive and kicking, and keep Advent under control here, while leveling up a few more people.
That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine, but right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid.
Interesting. Not that the voice line there, but rather the broken map. I remember having a broken map on a true column. I think in the last campaign we had that same map layout broken in that area. Fun side fact that in the recent stream campaign I completed, the Forge mission that I had some problems with in the past was no longer broken. So seeing that we still have some broken map pieces here, a little bit concerning. Anyway, we gotta work around it. We can't work our way through it. Anyway.
Moving there now, sir.
Got 20 enemies. From the enemy list, I didn't see anyone with like no Requiem enemies, I think. Also no big boss enemies, like keepers and shit. Alright, that looked like a good old rainbow pot. Now I wonder if part of that rainbow pot is gonna be on the other side of the barrier, or if all 8 of them are here. Alright, Jet. Be sneaky. Be very, very quiet. That's 7. Who's missing? Rocketeer and or Grenadier.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, there's a chance that there's somebody next to the gunner and I just don't see it because it's high cover. Can we get you...
Moving to designated position.
Get you here. Get up there. On activation, alright. I don't want you to be... They come around the road, then that's a little bit of an issue. I'm a little bit concerned that maybe the guy is not there, but for some reason ended up over there, and once they start moving this way, he's gonna be like, oh, gotta catch up with the boys. It's gonna come around this way, so I don't want to be here.
It'll probably be fine.
Stay behind the car with you.
Affirmative.
Get you there. No, Grenadier was just behind the rock. Alright, all good. Good news is... we seem to be walking this way, so maybe we can... No, we can't. If we hit them from here. Well... yes, but actually no. So now I'm looking, is there any cool spot where I can actually see all 8 of them? For a nice AoE targeting. As best I can do is 7 here. Missing out on. Priest. Why does it always have to be like you're missing one of the people who you actually really care about? Oh, whatever. Should use prep. So we're stuck here in the detection range. The good news is they don't have much room to go to because of the broken map. So even if we activate now, we can probably still just move in and get a nice flamethrower or 2 off. I think what we're gonna do here is take some grants. What's in the box? Reflexes, squad reflexes. Forge you. Do something I usually don't like doing, which is grappling while out of combat.
Throwing the hook.
Need the tide on the purifier.
Affirmative, covering now.
Just go for Overwatch, just all of
This is
this.
human science.
Deflection.
You're nothing to me.
They spotted us.
Hi. Feel like you also have a little bit of damage from the explosion. Gonna say that's likely the game not updating it fast enough.
Well, that's dead.
Gunner doesn't really have that much health. Where do you think you're going, Mr. Priest?
I bet you love to watch me go.
Really telling me I can't hit the shield bearer without burning jet in the process? That seems... It's a weird angle, but, you know... Contra fuel can't melt jet something? No.
Fire beam's a good weapon.
Why was there a berserker making angry sounds here? Just as I was firing this. Makes me a little bit concerned. Alright, what do we do about the priest guy? Like, the shipper is, sort of... I'm nervous. Do I need you for anything here? No. Because of the thing, you can't really go investigate where the berserker is. Oh, that's the worst that can happen. This gives us a nice flank here on the priest.
Let's get this show on the road.
Maybe, and then we can just follow target the priest from like here, maybe.
Double time.
Yep. And of course that happens. And I need to overwatch you a little bit, I guess.
Fascinating. Thank you for helping us help you help us all. Yes.
Oh, very helpful. Okay, they're all panicked and burning and just having a bad day. And yeah, I'll beat the target on the priest because he's in stain.
Heading out.
I'm just gonna steady here.
Roger that. Scanning.
I could do this all day.
Amateur! I'm on Overwatch.
So you're all panicked, you don't do anything. You're flanked, you should run. And that's the last thing you ever did.
How many of you have I killed?
You're just lucky they don't let me use my hands. This is stuff. I love it.
Wonderful. You can just come over here, pick up the loot. Who wants a critic? Kinda want you to pick up the kill, I think. So it's just fanfire. I'm sure we're not gonna get another enemy within fanfire being on cooldown, and I regret not having it.
Must be euthanized. The enemy has been destroyed.
Okay, let's have a little look here. Original. More advent dudes. Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Sure.
I don't see you running anywhere.
You can probably just chill here. I'm a little bit concerned about anything coming from this side, but I'm sure we'll notice it in time somehow. Maybe actually have you Jet can scout there a little bit. You go
Moving there
here.
now, sir.
Means we're not gonna get much value out of follow targeting. Should have probably done it the other way around. Potato, potato. It's... if I could, I would, of course, you know, re-roll the map.
I didn't need that soldier anyway.
Like anything really. This is silly, but there's not much I can do about it right now. So, not complain about the things we can't change.
Hit the armor.
Let's complain about not getting that crit that I kind of was hoping for.
it's done. Reloaded.
Yeah, with lots of stuff being on cooldown, I think we're gonna do one of these here. Then we're gonna do a little bit of this.
Fully functional. Okay.
Let's do a little shoot up here. First one, I selected the engineer, grenadier, whatever he is. That's my target for shootout.
You should see
Didn't
your
fire a
stats
single
right now.
shot at it. What?
Fully functional.
It's just completely 6 random targets. Yeah, 6 random enemies, yeah. Thought it would at least start with the one you selected.
I bet you thought I'd forgotten about you, didn't you? Well, I haven't.
Seems doable. That all you got?
Finally.
There's the there's the Berserker, and it looks like Titans either don't show up on with the Shadow Chamber, or I was reading through the list and not paying attention. Okay. Oh, very interesting. We're not gonna have a Shredder Rocket this time around.
Fine.
Just a Shredstorm Rocket even. Just one shot.
Now we wait.
And
Yes.
obviously also not a one shot if you're just
Physical exertion.
firing a Shredder Rocket and then attacking with another soldier. That's no longer one shot then. There's something to be said here about intentionally failing the hack, triggering the reinforcement. Well, we all know that we can't intentionally fail the
I am
hack.
ever vigilant.
Try to intentionally fail the hack, the game's gonna be like, oh, congratulations, good hack roll.
Double
Yeah,
time.
have squad reflexes for everybody.
If there's one thing the Elders bless me with, it's patience.
I think Stunlessers should have base 2 armor.
You're gonna have to take a look again at the Titan to see what his deal is and if anything's changed between the last time we encountered him and now. I can already say that I don't like enemies that just, you know, stand there after activation and don't come at me. It's not part of the deal. Alright. It'll increase damage based on missing out. Well, incoming damage, non-electrical, non-psionic, is reduced. Right. Will react upon taking damage. Okay. immune to cannot be rendered unconscious. It cannot be stunned. And the first one who attacks is gonna get panicked. Alright. So far, so standard. I'm kinda why did I overdrive last turn? That was kind of a big waste. I think you're the perfect candidate though to attack the Titan. As you know.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Somebody here. Well, first of all, you're holo targeting, you're shredding. And you're not gonna get panicked. Double checking that it's actually the case. Alright, now that you've all kind of grouped up a little bit, do we need the multi-targeting? Let's just throw that in there. We could throw no targeting on the Viper, Sidewinder, whatever it is. I'll just keep the... maybe we need a command. Alright, please tell me, yes, it's in range. Now your damage is reduced. Oof. Yeah, maybe you just fan the hammer on this guy. Why is that damage so low? Oh, it's just showing the damage per shot, not the damage for 3 shots. What can you do on a deadline? Let's go with a cyclic. Okay. Got you really low, which is not... Do I trust this? Is this actually gonna be 5 damage? Oh, one way to find out. That should exactly kill the Titan. Oh. I like this game. This game makes me laugh. Alright, you're burning from assets. Just gonna do 1 damage, except if it doesn't do 1 damage, because the game's like, yeah, nah. The 1 damage is gonna be percentually reduced, and blah. You wouldn't get it. No, the regular berserker needs to die.
We should really have that looked at.
Okay, so that leaves us with you two being able to take a shot. It's a biotrooper and a sidewinder still.
Reloading.
Potentially have Inspire if I really don't want to reveal you. Is there a reason why I really shouldn't get close to you? I don't see anything here. So you don't have any CCS, anything like that.
You are paying attention, aren't you? So distinctive.
We did 3 damage out of the 4 that was shown to me. Ah, game is fantastic sometimes. Okay, so then I have 14 to 18 here, 13 to 17 here, but with a grace chance. So I think we just flash this guy and then burn this guy. Go.
I almost feel bad for him.
I'm not being the guy left behind. Do human rights apply to aliens? Probably not.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna advance here.
Roger that, sir.
Yeah, you're not having a good day, are you? Probably also not where you want to end up your turn.
I just like to kill things.
So did you just explode here? No. It's something over here. I don't even know what exploded there. Maybe this thing? Because if this had exploded, the wall would be gone. It's not. Let's make sure you don't run through the detection tunnels.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Get over it. Else can just, you know, jump a bit,
Yes.
reload a bit.
I feel light on my feet.
Put us up again, sounds good.
Already there.
What's the squad?
Don't waste my time. Oh yeah.
Well,
Now we press the Overwatch
Done.
button.
Such inefficient designs.
Okay, before I try to intentionally fail a hack here, let's see if we can spot where the last squad is and what it consists of.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Wait, yo. Status, sectoid, sentry.
One moment, please.
Damn. More corpses.
It's not
It's
really
probably
hacking
fine.
when you are the
Trust
system. I'll
me.
keep an eye on it for you.
Absolutely.
Come get some.
don't worry.
Fairly certain,
And tactically tumbling.
the lamppost reinforcements
Now we press the
almost
Overwatch button.
drop in on top of the
Alright.
lamppost pretty much.
Searching.
Yeah, that counts.
Spectacular.
Yeah, I think she's dead. She's had enough.
Anyone want a souvenir?
Cannot be blamed, for I am faultless.
You guys can chill. I'm still busy over there. I'll be right with you though. Wait, don't you have a flank on this guy? Yeah.
Excellent.
And that weapon always looks a little bit like it's going to miss, but then hits. Something really weird happening. Let's target all of you. I think we're gonna bugger off. I don't even know where.
Loud and clear,
Maybe
sir.
there. This breaks line of sight to these guys. I don't even know where they would be coming from. Jet, are you immune to poisonous stun? No. It's kind of unfortunate. Do we just snipe this?
Deploying grapple.
Can't trust an 83% to crit. What can you trust, eh? Okay. Can't really reach a good cover position.
As you wish. Sensors at maximum sensitivity.
So they were like here. Or like the front of the cars where they would see. So I should be able to do this. And given the angle here, I can go this way.
Hope I won't activate
That's
any aliens.
fine. Get some flamethrower in there.
Yes.
I'm on it.
Keeping my eye on you.
Uh-oh.
I was off by a few percentage points.
He has a breathing problem. I'm so sorry. They make you work with this. Should come join XCOM. You have better health coverage.
You should really be more careful, Commander.
Uh, 100%. You have 9 health left. This seems like a terrible, terrible cover spot there. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Here is how we're gonna roll. We're gonna
Okay,
roll up
fine.
here. Lightning hands on this boy. Reload. Then realize shootout is still on a 1-turn cooldown. I'm gonna fan fire
Oh, I
this
almost
guy.
forgot. Look. Thank you for helping us help you help us all. Check.
Alright.
Let it bleed.
Where did the other guy go? There, yes.
It's nothing personal.
It actually is kind of personal. Hang on, I'll be right with you. Let me just take care of your friends. Now, does this reduce my damage to him because it's yeah. Because of Reaper chain shenanigans. It's fine, just crits. Set him on fire. Just okay, whatever. That's the wrong one. Let's try this one. Wasn't really paying attention how much damage it does. I think it only does 4. Ready? 3 to 4. Oh, hang on a second. Net charge.
That's what we're looking for.
Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
It's seductive. Look. Anyway. So we have a supply raid waiting for us, eh? See if we can just throw that same squad at it.
Undone by the reckless actions of a few misguided dissidents today. We stand with the elders. Trust in their wisdom, and we shall overcome this crisis.
Our troops continue to exceed expectations while working with limited resources.
Alright, we can get Neutralize Protocol or we can get Lightning Strike. We're gonna pick up Neutralize. As much as I like Lightning Strike, this has become kind of really useful against Requiem. We've kind of always neglected this ability in the past, and I think, you know, just throw that at the Requiem unit and then you shoot them and they get their reaction and they spend their reaction reloading their weapon. Sorry. I need to double check something though in that regard. Okay, we got a second Titan carcass. Black Flame Grenade remains. That's a fun item. Didn't we have some interaction with Neutralize where I used it on a dual list and it didn't do anything? How could we have had it if... Yeah. Did that happen on a stream and I'm just misremembering things? I'm confused. I'm getting old. I don't know. Anyway, supply rates. hiding here in the shadows. All enemies gain lightning reflexes. Well, that sounds like bullshit. Now, I don't usually rely a lot on Overwatches, but what I want to use my Overwatches for, well, there's two things I want to use it for. First of all, on a potential ambush at the start, you know, some concealed Overwatch shenanigans. Second of all, to prevent enemies that are on yellow alert from taking their yellow alert shots. Like any enemy you hit will not be able to shoot. Just means we have to pay more attention to our positioning. Alright, I definitely want to bring Mooney on. No, that's the... Yeah, I want to bring Mooney on my missions for bonding, but that's not the officer bond I had in mind. Alright, let me clear the squad here. So I'm gonna bring Lucia again, and then, well, you then also you. Yeah, so that's fine. You want a speed piece, yes. Blue power though. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. I'm not 100% convinced we're gonna fit Jet in this time. Simply because it's a little bit scarier on a supply rate. And, you know, putting in 2 scouts. Shut up, just take him. Should bring him. He'll be fine. Alright, who else do we have? We had Hopper. Like, this is basically all our people that are gunnery sergeant and are so close to getting another level up here. One thing I definitely noticed, we have an elite loader, we don't. Elite barrel, yes, actually we do. To elite barrel and laser sight. Now, if we want to bring Contra, then first of all, the exosuits gets replaced by the brand new war suit.
We're calling this heavy power armor the war suit. This is as tough and strong as we can make it, with plenty of power for handling heavy weapons.
Then we would like... Spending my last Mutant Elite Corps, I think it is. The Blaster Gauntlet. Oh, no, we have one more. I'm still not like, why does this? Is this the one item that costs 2 Liam cores? So, we can go like this. I think Don't have any warden armor available. What can we build here? With 51 alloys, and ideally without, Titan armor also costs an LM core. Warden armor doesn't. So let's get one Titan and one Warden. I need to fix that. Alright. I'm always torn. Like, I like the game randomly assigning new outfits when we upgrade the gear, so that soldiers don't always look the same all through the campaign. And sometimes it comes up with really interesting designs, and sometimes it's Exhibit A. I think we're going for a no-call, I mean. Keep Helldivers outfit. Let's go full back in on Helldivers, yeah. Well, you successfully knifed something here last mission. Should we just give you the good knife? Or does the good knife also take an LM core? Fairly certain it doesn't. No, it actually does. Yeah, you know what? Your knife's fine. Don't you worry about it. Oh, we should get a tier 3 holo targeter for you, though. And if you're wondering in the build list why it said we already built one of those, we have one squad out there with our mercenary as an officer, also using holo targeting. Okay, so the question is now, do we go like this, or do we throw in an 8th person? And then boost it. Now, normally I would be very concerned, since troop transport, supply rates have like this, used to have this thing where you have enemies very close by, etc, etc, but that was actually fixed and changed. So there's now more map variety, or even on the troop transports. Let's see who we could bring here. And again, like, my main focus is maybe we can bring somebody who can still use some XP. Not necessarily so far down in the list that they become a burden. So maybe you can throw in the gorilla here. Runner has the plasma hunting shotgun in her outfit, so you don't need to spend extra money on that. Little bit on the fragile side, outfit-wise, with the stun lance armor, but that gives you... Does it give you reduced detection? Yeah. Did I use up my last Delirium core? Yes. So we can't get any more Dragon rounds. That's very unfortunate. I was thinking a Dragon rounds trench gun would be even more interesting. Alright, that looks good to me. Still have some... Do we have like a dodge PCS shot? Your mobility isn't great. It's good enough. So let's go all in on the dodges. Okay. Let's tango it up.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Why was the game telling me soldier bond available when there's no room in the bond training center? Unhelpful advice. Max gonna have more mobility, and I think also regular units get a little mobility boost. Let's get Infighter, alright.
New objective added.
I've updated our latest operational objectives, Commander.
We have 105 intel, so it leaves us with 80. It's fine. And we're about to get some more from them. So even if we want to
Commander,
boost...
we have a fix on the location of the alien forge facility, but we'll still need to establish contact with the local resistance forces before we can move in to investigate.
So first of all, that tells me, hey, we have enough contacts. Just need to contact one more region. I'm gonna need some intel, and I do plan to boost the supply rate and potentially this one. We have some data pads, data things we can crack though, and I think this is gonna give us intel, right? Yeah. I think we're okay intel-wise. Alright. Fire. Soul Mania doesn't really work on you. I think we'll go Face Walk.
Our action together is complete, Commander.
What's the timer here? Supply rate? Supply drop in 9 days.
Commander, our ring facility is currently idle. If we have the soldiers to spare, we should deploy them on a covert action with the resistance.
We're running out of meaningful missions. And supply depot is the wrong region. Patrols, we have so much other stuff. We don't actually need another mission anyway. So it's really just, I guess, supplies and upgrade are the only ones still. PCS, maybe? Yeah, come on. Superior PCS. Come on, game. Surprise me.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
Not what I was hoping for. Bomb project complete. Nice, nice. Okay, we've got 100% here on the neutralize. Yeah, that's gotta be a boost. I mean, we have a few lower ranks here. don't think I've showed yet what I'm infiltrating with here, but I wanted to give our bond pair here with the Rook and Marauder. They kind of haven't seen action in a long time. Then we did the whole mech sniper thing for Denmother and then never took her out on a mission, so that's kind of what I wanted to bring. So I have some heavy lifting that needs to be done by these two. Get a Dragoon as officer, and then Overlord is also going to be doing his job. Right? That's been very solid so far. Yeah, that's gotta be a boost. If we really want to do this, and I really want to do this. What's it with 10 to 12? Exactly 12 enemies. Malakim Primarch. That's one of the Archon types. That's fine. A little bit. 12 enemies, it says, right? Only 6 types. Am I counting that right? I have confusion. Now, of course, we're gonna have more than one drone. Like, probably 3 drones or something, but still. It's gonna be a group of these Primarchs. Well, we're gonna find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.